for some people, it's really hard to actually see the signs, which is why I often recommend that you just check in. Like, even with your people who seem like they're doing fine, especially if they have a large volume of work, especially if there's been, sort of a culture riff, or just a difficult time in the organization from a cultural standpoint. Like, hey, stuff's crazy right now. We got a new CFO and they're doing things really differently. And, we are being asked to do a lot of budget cuts, or a lot of reduction in force. And I know that can be hard. So you seem okay, but I just want to check in. Like, are you okay? Like, how's it going? Like, how are you feeling about everything? So even to people who look like they're fine, like checking in on a regular basis is a good idea. Now, some other signs that can come up. So burnout can make it really hard for us to exercise good judgment because of the things that happen in our brains, right? People starting to make decisions that don't make sense, starting to demonstrate outsized emotions or outsized reactions, and that being not the norm for them, getting defensive, getting aggressive when mistakes are made and they're being asked to take accountability for those mistakes. So starting to just read the signs of like, okay, what's going on here? Like, this person seems like they're slipping into survival mode a little bit. They seem like they are getting a little fight or flighty on me. Like, what's happening right now that is feeling like a threat, right? So, because burnout basically triggers a threat response in our brains. So when we start demonstrating behaviors that would indicate that we are perhaps operating from our amygdala, our lizard brain, that part of our reactionary evolution that helped us to understand that running away from the bear in the forest or the tiger in the tall grasses was a good idea, even before we verified that there was actually a bear or a tiger there. When people start acting like that, it's a good idea to check in with them and see if they're doing okay. Instead of having a feedback conversation that sounds like, hey, in that meeting the other day, it was really unacceptable the way that you responded to George about X, Y, and Z. Hey, in that meeting the other day, I was a little surprised by your reaction and tone. And I don't want to do any blame or shame. I just want to talk about it. Like, how are you doing? Here's what I noticed. And I want to have a conversation about what's going on for you right now and if there's anything I can do to help. If you start with, hey, this is a problem, it's not okay, and you need to fix it, if they are actually burning out, you're just deepening it.